All right. Hey guys, welcome to our Sunday night power plan. Let me fix this a little. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. It's here in Ohio, it's hot, like super hot. So we've been inside some and outside some, but not as much as I would normally like to be. I think that summer got a memo and came a little early around here. So anyway, tonight we're going to go through getting yourself set up for the upcoming week. It's going to be a busy week as always, I'm sure, for all of you. And I know I talked about this a little bit, I think it was last week, but this is the separation season. This is the time of year where the days fly by. Even though we have sun from 5:30 till 9 at night, the days fly by. People are super distracted. There's vacations, there's lake time, there's pool time, there's all the things. So now is the time that if you stay focused on your business and just do the process, you will come out ahead in the end. So we're just going to go through the process. So what I want to do, I should open chat. There we go. Okay. So I want you guys to start filling up the chat with your intention for the week. So you can be philosophical about your intention. You can be literal about your intention. If you're like, I'm going to do my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 every day, that's my intention to make it through the week. Or you're like, I'm going to find balance in my life. I don't care. Like, I just want to know what your intention for the week is. So start typing that in the chat for us. Let's fill it up with some good things. If you have, an I am or something that you're incredibly grateful for, you could throw that in there. Maybe a goal you have set for the week. Danielle's going to talk to new, all caps, new people. Yes, girl. That is my favorite. That is my favorite. Okay, so while you guys are typing, because I don't really see a lot of people typing. Oh, there we go. Now we're typing. Back on track with reach out since I've been unable to do so. Yes. Although I do want to point out that it's okay to have a vacation, you guys. It is okay to have a vacation. Like, I know some people beat themselves up because they're like, oh, I was gone for the weekend. People that have 9 to 5s, people who own businesses, you are human. You deserve some downtime. So if you took a vacation, yes. Tammy says, start going live again. Yes. Gwen says the daily 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. All the things. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. You guys keep filling them up. I'm going to keep moving though. Oh, wait. Lindsay threw in here. Grateful. The buy one, get one in this week, working hard, hand in hand. Working hand in hand with team members who are going to sort of 4K. Yes. Lindsay, be more intentional with my reach outs. Be more intentional. Yes. And I'm glad you mentioned the soar with 4K because that's something I want to make sure everybody is aware of too. We'll just talk about it right now while we're all here. Go into the cloud, go into the leader update, not the company update, the leader update. There is a link in there for the soar to 4. If you have never hit 4K or you need to re-earn 4K, or you've never hit 12K, or you need to re-earn 12K, you need to click that link and you need to get signed up to this accountability group. If you are solid 12K and beyond, then that means you have people on your team who need to be clicking this link. I shared it a few days ago in Dream Team, so you've maybe already clicked it. Samantha shared it in Dream Catchers. So if you've already clicked it, you're done. You don't have to click it more than once, but today is the last day to make sure you're doing that. So to find it easily, it is in the cloud under your leader updates. Sanders says mindset is on fire. 2 new customers at least. Sonia says grateful for a wonderful vacation and a safe return home. Yes. And Michelle says she's done. She clicked that link. Okay, good. Okay, so we're going to hit the ground running with our rate of run. I know that pretty much all the faces on here know how to do it, but I don't know who's watching the replay. So we're going to do it together. So you're going to log into your cloud. Right there on that very first main page, first you're going to have to click outside of the tag team. You're going to go to your, can I do the SOAR group like I'm Chaz? Yeah, why not? I mean, they don't know. So yeah, do it. Now I forgot. Oh, so we're going to log into the cloud. You're going to go all the way down to the bottom where you see your business dashboard and business snapshot. Click that so it drops down and opens up for you. You're going to look at your current QV. Okay, that's what you and your team have done up to this point. You're going to take the current QV dollar amount and you're going to divide it by 13 because we are already 13 days into the month. So the new number you're looking at is the average of what you and your team have been doing on a day-to-day basis. Take that new number, that new smaller number, and multiply it by 30 because we have 30 days in June. So the final dollar amount that you are looking at is what you are on track to hit if you stay at the same pace you're at. And here's the thing, it's if you stay. Some of you might be like, dang, that number is awesome. And you take your foot off the gas. Well, guess what? You didn't stay on pace. You're not going to hit that number. And some of you may be like, oh my gosh, I'm far from my goal. Okay, well, put your foot further on the gas. Don't give up. Don't let it be like the thing that knocks you off. Let it be the guide. Like, let it be the thing that guides you to where you need to go. Rate of run is so important to help you get where you need to be. And it's just a general number. So don't look at it and be like, oh, it's never going to happen. Like, yeah, it will. But also don't look at it and be like, oh, it's for sure happening, because you don't know that. If you start bebopping around and taking some extra days and not doing anything, I can guarantee it won't happen. So we want to make sure that you do that. Now, we do have our mid-month, our 15th auto ship coming out on Tuesday of the week. So what I want you to do right now is, again, hopefully you're still in the cloud. My phone just logged me out. Let me get back in here real quick. You're going to be back in the cloud. Oh, back out of the thing. Okay, so you're going to go into the menu this time. You're going to go down to the My Team button, and then you're going to click the My Customer. You're at the very top where it says customer number, customer name, email. Scroll all the way to the right to where it says next auto ship and click that box twice. It will populate it by date for you. And now you should see everyone who has a 615 auto ship. You'll see all of them, but you should see the 615. I want you to write those names down right now on your reach out list. I will also do that. And I'm going to ask a question. I've had this happen before, but I don't remember how we fixed it. Someone is trying to delete an item from the auto ship that's no longer in the catalog. Does anybody remember? Do I just need to send customer ticket or customer support a ticket? Is that okay? That's what I was going to do tomorrow, but I just thought I would ask all these brilliant faces on here. All right. So anybody who's got an auto ship coming out, whoops, on Tuesday, we're writing those names down. And the next time we meet next Sunday will be Father's Day. And that is also an auto ship day. So let's just look for those dates as well, because I feel like the sooner you contact those people, the better. So anyone that has a 620 or a 615, you need to write those names down on your reach out list for tonight or tomorrow. Don't dilly dally with this. Like, again, it's very busy time right now. People aren't always checking their phones and not always checking the messages. I'm actually having a lot more success texting, which I don't have everyone's cell number, but a lot of my customers on auto ship I do. I have much better luck texting them versus Messenger, because I don't know if you're like me, like I check a text right away because it's clearly someone who knows me and sent me a text message. Messenger can start to pile up sometimes. So I think when it comes to auto ships, if you have your customer's cell number, text them, like make sure they know, like don't let somebody, somebody might be leaving for vacation this week and then all of a sudden find out that $300 came out of their account. They're not gonna be happy with you if they weren't ready. But as always, I think it's so important, and that's why I like to start it a couple of days at least, if not a few more. Make sure you've gone back into Facebook and you've commented on some of these people's pictures. You've gone into their story and interacted with them. Like, keep the relationship with your auto shippers tight. If you haven't yet already sent out thank you cards for last month or the month before, maybe you've never sent a thank you card to your auto shippers, now's the time to start. I don't know about you, but when I go to the mailbox and there's something besides a bill, I am giddy. I don't even care if there's a sample of something in there. I am just giddy to have something besides a bill. But I will tell you, one of the easiest things to mail someone is a DFT. So if you know your auto shipper has been using the regular DFT for however long, and you have some Ultra or Black Label or whatever, just rip a couple off and put them in the card and mail them. Everybody loves a freebie. That to me is the easiest thing to mail. You can mail Blast, Thirst, like the longer, skinnier drink packets, things like that work really well in the mail. So make sure you're keeping your auto shippers. They should be very special people to you, because even when you sleep at night, they're helping cut a check for you. So you want to make sure you're taking really good care of them and keeping the lines of communication open. Okay, so next on our list for this week is we've got to make sure that we have all of our birthdays. So for those of you who maybe do it day by day, that is a-okay. For those of us who plan it out a week ahead, what I like to do is go into Facebook. I just go into the search button and hit birthdays, and it'll pop up the shortcut to birthdays for me. I don't know how everyone does it on their phone, but Facebook will go ahead and show you everyone's birthday that's going to happen this week. I go ahead and write their names down now on the day that their birthday is. So I don't have to keep looking it up. I don't have to remember to get into Facebook, because I am the first one to admit, if I get into Facebook to find a birthday, I end up spending 20 minutes scrolling. And then you never know, I might click a link and end up in some t-shirt catalog company. It's ridiculous. So if I focus today and write down all the birthdays on the day they're going to happen, then I know who I'm going to be sending birthday reach outs to. And again, you guys, with birthday reach outs, everybody does it a little differently. You can do it the day before, you can do it the day after. I think if you do it on the day of, I think it's great to write on their wall, but don't expect them to see that. Like, if somebody has more than 100 friends, they're going to have a ton of stuff on their wall. So I love going into Messenger. And again, if it's someone you know well enough and you have a cell phone number, text them. Wanted to be the first to tell you happy birthday. What are you going to do to celebrate? You've got to end with a question. Get them talking with you. Lisa said, I write birthdays in red. Oh, and that cues my brain that the person is having a birthday. I like it. I like that. I love a good color code. So yeah, however it works for you guys. But here's the thing. There are some of you who are not doing birthday reach outs because you don't either plan them in your day and you forget about them, or you don't think that they're that important. Here's my take on that. This is just my take. I remember when somebody tells me happy birthday to an extent, but when somebody goes into my Messenger and tells me happy birthday and asks me how I'm doing and what I'm going to do to celebrate, maybe even makes a comment about that last vacation we went on looked amazing. Where did we stay? I remember that person. So be that person. Be the person they remember. Everybody and their brother is going to say happy birthday. And I also, when somebody writes on my wall and they're like, Tammy, I hope you have an amazing birthday. That I remember. They said my name. They made it personal. When somebody just says, the ones I can't stand are the HBD. Really? Thanks for taking the time to write 3 letters on my wall. Now I have to look at it because I have a notification. So be the person who truly celebrates them on their birthday. Give them a reason to open your message or at least look at the wall. And, and then from there, if you can get a conversation started, it's an awesome opportunity to send them a sample for their birthday. Lisa says, birthdays are so easy. So I just had a birthday this past week. And this next week, I'm going back in Messenger and saying, thanks for the birthday greetings. How are you doing? Yes. Oh, I love that. So use your own birthday to have a reason to go back and contact people. If 300 people send you happy birthday, you got 300 people you can thank and start conversations with. Because remember, you guys, you are not paid to go out and sell Thrive. You are paid to have lots and lots and lots of conversations. My dad always said he was afraid I wasn't going to get a job because I couldn't stop talking in school and he thought I was going to get detention. And now I get paid a lot of money to have a lot of conversations with a lot of people. And that is where you are going to have the most success. The more people you can connect with, the more people you're going to get thriving. Lisa has almost 200 people to go talk. You got a whole list of people to talk to. But same thing to that point. If someone takes the time to write, like, I don't know, like, let's say maybe you posted something funny, or maybe you posted a picture of pool day or whatever, and someone took the time to comment under your picture, make sure you respond to them. And same thing, you guys, I will do a quick response, but then I will click their face and I will go into Messenger and I will be like, just whatever, I don't know, whatever the conversation was, I will kind of pick it up and elaborate in Messenger. If nothing else, if nothing comes out of it, but they remember that we had that conversation, that's what's important. So when people say, I don't know how to do reach outs, or I don't know who to talk to, or if you have any notification at any point in time on your Facebook during the day, and I know you all do, that's someone to talk to. Anyone that likes a photo, anyone that comments on something, anyone that invites you to something, anything, like someone that tags you. I get tagged all day long in dachshund funny stuff and anything to do with flowers, whether it's technically smart flower stuff or funny, like, the wife hiding another plant in the back of the car kind of thing. Someone took the time to think of me and tag me or send it to me. You better bet I'm going to have a conversation with them. How are they doing? What's going on? What's happening in their life? So I would literally preach about that all night, but I won't. So, okay. So we did that, birthdays. Okay. So I don't know how you guys do it. It is so ingrained in my mind now that I just do it every morning, whether I think about it or not. If you are not sharing your capsules, jumper cables, whatever you want to call them, on your stories in the morning, start now. Set a timer. Do something to remind yourself. I will give you a pro tip. they don't always have to be like fresh in the moment. There are days where I wake up in plenty of time and I've got time to maybe even talk and show or do whatever. And then there are some days where I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go. So I already have some saved photos of me holding the capsules, or maybe it's an old Instagram post, a story that I made that I just pull out of the archives and share again. But every single day, if anyone follows me on my stories, they know when a new day starts on my story feed because it starts with those capsules. There is no question about it. I get much more interaction with my capsule posts when I'm talking about my capsules, or I say something maybe in writing with the capsules. Because you have to remember, it's fun for us to do videos on the stories, but not everyone has their volume up. Some people are watching stories at work. Some people are watching stories next to the baby that's sleeping. So I will tell you, if you're not using it, start using the caption button option, whatever they call it on stories. So you record yourself on Instagram, right? You just blah, 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 blah. Here's my story, blah, blah, blah. And then where you would normally go into type text or put a sticker, there is now, like music and stuff, there's now an option that says caption. Click that button, give it a couple of seconds. It's going to transcribe. Sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's close, just run with it. But the nice thing about that is, for the person who can't listen to you, they can read what you're saying. And people remember what they read. If they're taking the time to pay attention to the words going across and watching you, they're into your story. So I've been using the caption button. It's so nice. I used to try to go back and kind of type what I was saying, which is really hard sometimes, but caption, like, they just do it for you. And then people ask me a lot, like, how do I get my story from Instagram to Facebook? Some of you guys have accounts that are linked. I don't, just because I have too many business accounts and it just gets confusing. But I have my Instagram set up to automatically save my stories to my camera roll. And so then I can just go into Facebook and upload them that way. So work smarter, not harder, as Lindsay has told us for years now. So be really smart with that. Something else I want you to think about, and this is something I'm going to try to work on myself. Stories can be, it's just like little snippets of your day. Like, it's the story, it's the behind the scenes of your day. But it is also an amazing place to pop in your backstory. And it doesn't have to be the same backstory all the time. So if you were to think about your Thrive story, like maybe there's like the beginning, maybe there's the part where you struggle with spending the money. Maybe there's the part where you didn't think it was going to be any good. Maybe there's the part where you tried it in the first 2 weeks, you hated it. However that goes, this week, think about it. Think about it before you hop on stories. I mean, not that you can't delete it and start over, but think about it. How can I share just one aspect, not the whole story, but just one aspect of my story in 3 to 4 clips? How can I say it, get it out, share it, whatever, and let that ride? And then tomorrow it disappears. And a couple of days later, so you're just so good about your regular stories. I'm at work, I'm doing this, blah, blah, blah. And then a couple of days later, you share this aspect of your story in 3 to 4 clips. People are spending time in stories a whole lot more than they're on your newsfeed, a whole lot more. So keep it exciting. Like, don't just suddenly take your stories and turn it into an advertisement or whatever. And when I say share your story or share an aspect of your story, I don't necessarily mean like cute graphics and post photos. I mean you and the camera and talking about, oh my gosh, I remember when I was so afraid. I never thought, like, whatever, and like I said, kind of think about it. How can you be precise about it? How can you be relatable about it and share that in your story? And then after those 2 or 3 are done, then it pops into, something funny, like whatever you're doing. But think about using your story for more than just your, here's where I am, here's what I'm doing, that kind of thing. Be intentional with your stories, I guess is what I'm saying. For those of you that are not in groups, get in some sort of group of some kind this week. For those of you that are in groups that you have not been active in, it's time to jump back in. Same thing, write it on your calendar or set a timer. People are like, oh, I forget. Okay, you're an adult. That's all I've got to say. If you keep forgetting something you're responsible for, figure it out, write it down, set a timer. That's how that works. Sandra says, before you send the story, mine shows a down arrow at the top. Yes, you can also do that where you can just hard save it to your camera roll. Yeah. And sometimes I do that because, I have an Android, because sometimes if you put music on a story in Instagram, it'll save it for you, but not with the music. So I just save it first anyway before I put music on it. And then I put music on it when I go into Facebook. I don't know, it's that licensing thing or whatever. All right, and so the next thing I want to talk about is, and I don't know if we haven't done it in a while, I'm going to call it friends check. Who's been adding new friends? How many new friends did you add on Facebook last week? If you say none, guess what? No one new knows about you. No new eyeballs saw Thrive for the first time. No one new is like, what's that girl doing, right? Sandra got 10 new friends last week. Awesome. So again, same thing. Oh, I forget to add people. Set a timer, write it in your calendar. You guys, if you're doing your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 every day and you can't remember to add friends, add it to your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it on there. Like, just make yourself a checklist of the things I'm responsible for and fall in love with checking everything off that list. I got Tammy got 5 new friends. Laura said too many weirdos. Well, that happens sometimes too. But I mean, how many did you reach out to add? Because yeah, you're going to get weirdos that want to be your friend all the time. All right. So far, I guess I want to back up a little bit. So you guys know your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to do a minimum of 5 reach outs, 4 follow-ups, 3 3 posts of social media, which take that further. Don't just make a post, focus on your stories. Obviously your birthday reach outs are part of your reach outs, but I still, don't, if you have 5 birthdays, don't stop, like keep going, like reach out to other people. You're going to add to your list, your checklist that you need to be adding friends every day. There is no reason you can't click add friend 10 times every single day. You don't have to do all 10 at once, do a few in the morning, a few at night. So Facebook's not like, what's she doing? But you can do that. You could put on there, interact in groups. Add that to your task list, your line item list. Like, just make it your goal to wake up in the morning. I think what I struggle with is people wake up in the morning, they're like, I'm going to get 2 new customers today and I'm going to get that trip to Vegas. Okay, that's great. However, if you would just make your goal to get up every day, do your reach outs, get active in your groups, work on your stories, and you would fall in love with that process, those customers are coming. That Vegas trip is happening. And you're going to have a more solid business versus just chasing 2 people to qualify for something. So fall in love with the process. And then my favorite new thing to do is what we learned with Lindsay Coggins is the 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to reiterate it just in case people don't know. When you're in that reach out stage, instead of just willy-nilly reaching out, like really go into someone's profile, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to like 3 pictures. Easy. Click, click, and click. You're going to comment on 2 of those pictures. It could be an amazing comment. I don't know. And then she says 1 is interacting in their story, which that's where I would go first. But some people aren't going to have a story. So if you're trying to communicate with one of those people that you've liked their photos and you've commented on a couple, I would take one of those photos that you commented on and take the comment further into Messenger. You can even say, oh my gosh, I was just commenting how much I loved that dress you had on vacation. Where did you find that? I'm looking for something just like that. Like you could say on the picture, that dress is so cute on you, but then go into Messenger. I was just saying how cute that was. Where'd you get it? Like, start a conversation like a real one. So if you can't interact in a story, because maybe somebody doesn't do, because I don't know about you, but most of the people on stories are network marketers. A lot of them are thrivers. So if you don't have a story to interact with, you could totally still go into, to me, it's liking 3 pictures, commenting on 2, and then getting into Messenger with them somehow. Okay. That's all I have for you guys. Please make sure you click on the SOAR to 4 link in the leader update. And like Sandra just said, she's already beyond 12K, but her husband's account isn't. And that is her goal right now. She is working on that. So click and be your spouse, like whoever. I'm going to click as Tom. So yeah, what the heck? We'll all be a part of that. And reach out, you guys. I can't say it enough. Reach out. If you can be consistent in all the things that we just listed off, every single day, it's there. Just there's no stopping you from that point. That's really all I got. So, all right. If you guys need anything, let me know. I will put this recording up on the YouTube. Bye.